This is Beyond the Veil with Norman Meredith.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for the bonus episode of Beyond the Veil with me, your host, Norman Meredith, and my co-host and producer, Ed.
Hi.
How you doing, Ed?
We're doing good, man. We're doing good.
You ready?
Off to a new episode that I know nothing about, so I will completely speculate.
This is going to be interesting because this is about a triangle.
Bermuda Triangle?
The Bridgewater Triangle.
Bridgewater. Where's it at?
It's located in a variety of states up north in New England.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a little information, okay?
So I dropped my R and I picked up an A, so it's Bridgewater.
Let's throw up the map while I give you a presentation.
All right, tell me what's going on here.
All right, the Bridgewater Triangle is roughly a 200 square mile area in southeastern Massachusetts, defined by Abington, Freetown, and Rehoboth, known as a hot spot for high volume paranormal unexplained activity. It includes the Hockomock Swamp, Freetown Fall River State Forest, and featuring reports of UFOs, Bigfoot, our favorite Pukwudgies, ghosts, and satanic cult activity.
I believe that.
And this is up in the New England states. Not to be confirmed with the Alaskan Triangle, which has its own triangle. I don't have no videos, but we're going to talk about some key features and lore. Now, there's the Hockomock Swamp, the Freetown River State Forest, where anything and everything that can happen and go on happens here. This is a paranormal, cryptid, UFO researchers' dream area to go to. If you want to find something, you're going to find it in this area. Now, like for the base or the epicenter of this whole configuration is the Hockomock Swamp, known historically as the place where spirits dwell. It is considered the heart of the activity, with many reports of strange creatures and missing people. You know what that screams to me?
What is it?
Portal.
Okay, now that does make sense. I mean, that would add up. That's the math.
I mean, you've got strange creatures coming and going. You got people disappearing. And the thing would be to check the geological composition around there. If there's a lot of crystal-like things with crystalline earthstone or and other things besides the water, that might be creating, and the influx of ley lines may be creating a portal out there. And this is why there's so much strange and different activity going on out there. Now, we're going to talk about the Freetown River State Forest. It's a location noted for cult activity, unexplained lights, and encounters with little people or Pukwudgies.
Pukwudgie.
And by the way, Ed and I are going to be sporting Pukwudgie Research Team
Oh,
shirts.
let's go back over here. There he is, Pukwudgie Research Team.
Here, let me show you mine.
There it is.
Pull up your shirt.
Dang, boy.
That one. Show up yours.
Oh, I thought you meant me to pull up my shirt.
Not that one. They don't need to see your abs.
That's right.
I got these for Ed and I because we've been talking so much about Pukwudgies lately.
Hold on, let me find it right here.
I got him a Pukwudgie t-shirt as well as I do. So, because we've been speaking so much about Pukwudgies, decided to get a t-shirt, and we got a little guardian of Pukwudgie here in the studio now. All right, let's bring up some pictures.
All right, let's go back to this one.
All right, Pukwudgies weren't always so hateful towards humans, according to a Wampanoag story. The Wampanoags used to revere their Pukwudgies for their helpfulness and kindness. This goes along the line of the stories of the brownies, like we were talking about before.
The Sand People from Star Wars, or the prehistoric, or the futuristic Pukwudgies.
Or they could be Jawas.
It could be. Sand People. Weird.
But, I just let me see what I got in notes here. I got some good notes on these this time. Pukwudgies are alleged to be 2 to 3 feet tall, gray skin, from Wampanoag and Algonquin folklore, known as the little wild men of the woods that vanish. They possess magical ability, shape-shifting into porcupines or cougars, creating fire and launching poison arrows. Originally neutral, they are now viewed as capricious, dangerous, and tricksters that lure travelers off cliffs. Physical appearance and traits. Appearance: small humanoid creatures, roughly 2 to 3 tall, with gray skin. They have proportionally large noses, ears, and fingers. Some accounts describe them as having a thick shock of hair like a porcupine or spikes on their back. Scent: they're sometimes described having a sweet smell associated with flowers. Interesting. Powers and ability. Invisibility: Pukwudgies can appear and disappear at will. Shape-shifting: they can transform into a porcupine, cougar, or half-human, half-troll hybrid. Magical attacks: they're known to use poisoned arrows, create fire, and possess a death stare that causes illness. I had an ex-wife like that. Mental influence: they can confuse people or make them forget things. Natural spirits associated with the forest. They sometimes considered dangerous spirits. Role in the Native American folklore. They originate from the folklore of the Wampanoag and Lenape peoples, among others. Nature of the Pukwudgies. While sometimes described as helpful to humans in older stories, are generally considered dangerous and malicious tricksters in modern tales, often responsible for stealing children or pushing people off the cliff. Let's see. Relationship with human. Pukwudgies are frequently linked to the Algonquin hero Mushop, with some legends claiming they turned against humans and caused the death of Mushop's sons. Locations. They are frequently associated with the Freetown State Forest in Massachusetts and the mountains of the state park in Indiana. Common sightings and legends. Freetown State Forest, known for many tales and reported sightings of these creatures. Mound State Park, a popular location where people have reported encountering Pukwudgies' behavior. They're known to pester women and children and create mischief in the forest. Pukwudgies are a fascinating part of Native American folklore and often seen as dangerous and mischievous creatures that deserve respect and caution. That's pretty good.
Yeah. They cause mischief in the forest. That sounds
like Ewoks on coke.
Midget Chewbacca.
Yes. But that was, like I say, I'm glad I found this, because last time I went looking, I couldn't find crap, but I found a whole lot more this time.
Now, that's not associated, is it?
Yes, those are supposed to be Pukwudgies in other shapes.
I got it.
The half troll, half Pukwudgie state, and the other one before was like one of the other forms that they would look like.
Like a fairy-sized one almost.
Yeah, or a gnome.
Okay, gnome.
Like your garden gnome.
Mm-hmm.
But a little bit uglier.
Got it.
Okay, we're going to talk about creature sightings. There have been reports of, once again, giant snakes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they didn't say what colors, just that they were freaking huge giant snakes.
Mm-hmm.
So I went looking for giant snakes, and this is one representation of a giant snake they got out there. This is one from the Amazon. Look at that freaking thing. If that's not AI, I'm surprised. I mean, they're seeing these big monster snakes apparently can eat deer in one bite.
Oh, yeah.
And I got another one after that. Okay. I mean, that's just one of the creatures that have been running out there. And that would definitely account for missing people. What do I got next up there? Is it Bigfoot or the Thunderbird? Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds are being reportedly flying around there. And if they're that big or bigger, they're going to pick something up and take it back to the nest to share with the kids. It's their version of Kentucky Fried Chicken, except we're the chicken.
That is true. I agree with that statement.
I mean, they were
It's
just...
like a ancestral condor.
Yeah.
24 feet, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's 8 meters. That's about 24 feet.
Yeah. And then, let's see, I got Bigfoot. That's not one of the Thunderbird.
Yeah, and then you've got Battle Cat.
The Phantom Panthers.
Yeah, it's like a Battle Cat, man.
Yeah, there's been reports of Phantom Panthers up there. And by that is they seem to come and go. You see them 1 minute and then they're gone the next. Maybe this is an extension of the Pukwudgies' ability to shapeshift, and that's what we're seeing is Pukwudgies in a panther form, because they said cougars, and maybe they're just being misidentified.
Possible. There's a lot of cougars up there in the Boston area.
Are we talking about the older widow type?
Could be.
All right, now what do we got next after panthers?
Next after this is your Bigfoots.
Yes, Bigfoot is prevalent everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just can't turn around without bumping into them unless you're in Hawaii, I believe, or Puerto Rico.
I'll find you a Hawaiian one. That guy I saw on the beach in Maui, dude, he looked like a Sasquatch for
I've
sure.
seen some reels where there's Bigfoot wearing Hawaiian shirts talking about crap.
Oh, yeah.
I get a kick out of those.
Now, I don't know what this next one is, but it's like side of the road. What is this?
Yes, this is a paranormal entity. Witnesses have reported a red-headed hitchhiker, a black dog, and spectral figures up there in Rhode Island. This guy supposedly tries to get a ride, and then when he gets in your car, you turn around and ask him where he's going. He's gone.
That's wild.
And some say he's also reportedly he's been a omen of accidents, of car accidents.
Got it. So watch out if you see the red-headed hitchhiker up in Mass.
Definitely.
Next up.
And as being part of the New England states, they're going to have their black dogs that'll be up there running around, getting into things. This is another example, black dogs running around there being reported. The spectral type, especially around the churches and other areas. Black dogs are a common theme in New England. And what do we got after
Next black dog.
Another black dog.
Yeah, and almost, what does that say down there?
I'm not sure.
Oh, never mind. I thought I had a different name, but now we move on to these.
And yes, Mary, there are UFOs being reported in the triangle as well, which is why I say portal. That these may be multiverse devices coming from other dimensions, and they are reportedly sighted, and they've been going on since, apparently some have been going on since 1979, if not sooner. But apparently there was an incident in 1979, but didn't say what the incident was.
Who knows, man? They could be drawn to like the big lights of Boston, or you know what I mean?
People.
Big crowds.
But, I still say it's got to do with the geological setup and a ley line convergence where there's energy and they're drawn to that energy that brings them there.
Yeah.
But I may be wrong. What do I know? My degree is not into the geology or energy.
You can only see what you can see.
Exactly. So what do you think about some of that?
I don't know. I think it's wild, like you look around that whole area there, the Boston area, and New Bedford's there, Fall River, and there's a lot of, I don't know, they could bring over a lot of things with them to make it sort of lore. Fall River is predominantly Portuguese, so they may bring over, some
ancestral beliefs.
Yeah, from
Folklore
Portugal and all that.
I believe that some of the stuff could be folklore brought over, except for the Pukwudgies. That seems to be a Native American folklore that was their thing, and so that's been passed on to us. Bigfoot, it's hard to say because he's everywhere.
National treasure.
He's got to become our cryptid for the he should become the national cryptid. And I'm still want to see what y'all think about making Bigfoot the national cryptid and push senators and congressmen to pass a bill to make him the national cryptid.
Maybe he'll have a victory speech and come out of hiding.
Hey, who knows?
Hide and seek champion.
Definitely reigning hide and seek champion. But it's just interesting. I thought it was a good side show to do on Bridgewater Triangle since it was showing up in our New England states coverage.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet for next week, but we'll see. I think I'm moving a little further south, and I'm not sure which state I'm going to hit next week. But yeah, I think we're doing pretty good here. Just hitting the states, covering, the cryptids that you might be able to relate to if you live in that state, whether you've had personal interactions or you've heard stories about it. excuse me, I hope you're enjoying this, and I hope I'm not butchering it too bad for y'all to enjoy. Pardon me. But I want to tell you thank you for hanging with us so far and enjoying the show. And we're going to sign off with this and tell you good night. And thanks for following Ed and I here at Beyond the Veil. Y'all be safe and look forward to next week's show.